Drivin Ivan here, and behind me is a beautiful example of a beautiful car. I think it's a little controversial in styling, but I am going to tell you about the history. I'm going to drive it, and we might even talk to the owner so we can hear what it's like to own such a beautiful historic car. But it is a 1963 Studebaker Avanti, so smash that like button, subscribe. If you like the content, buy me a coffee. But I'm going to grab the camera right now and walk you around the beautiful exterior of this 1963 Studebaker Avanti. And I have a question for the owner already. What is this color called, actually?
Avanti turquoise.
Avanti turquoise. And what you have is a Studebaker Lark chassis with a fiberglass body on top. Now, about 10 years before, of course, the Corvette was fiberglass, but this is kind of the first time this was done. And this was like just an ordinary car with 4 seats, actually, a sporting car with 4 seats, which was rare. You know, it was not exactly common back then. Look at the front end, just kind of cool here. And I'll go into the history, but this actual car was made for only 2 years, 1962 and 1963. But those headlights in front, no grille, because the air actually went underneath, and that's how it got air into the engine and all that sort of thing. So, you know, definitely not very common in 1963. And I will swing you around to the back, because this back glass is also very, very, very cool and interesting, and just wasn't really done that much. A car that looked like this, Studebaker Avanti, of course an Italian word meaning forward or onward. And look at the details here. Of course, you have these wild windows that come out actually for vents and venting, and a little S there. There's your gas filler cap. But a stunning car, Avanti turquoise. I love the color. And check it out, the interior follows the theme. What a beautiful interior. And wow. Just lovely. Even the seat belts match, right? On the door card, you have your S for Studebaker, of course. And the power windows, it looks like, wow, power windows in 1963. Of course they had them. Little handle there for you. Just the way these things work and everything. Of course, you can open this window here for some additional ventilation. And you have your wood steering wheel. You have, I'll just pop right on in here and sit down. You have your transmission here. Looks like 3-speed automatic. Look at that. Left vent. Temp, defrost, heater, vent. Avanti, quality built expressly for, and it doesn't say actually. Look at these vents, and look at this AM radio, and the dash, man, just super cool, super stylish, and a bit padded too for safety. Steering wheel, Avanti right there, big, bold, and wood. The pedals down there, the brake pedal actually sits pretty far out. That's kind of an interesting thing. But one of the first cars with, I think the first car with front disc brakes, 1963. That was very early. Look at that. You got a clock, amperes, water temp, your tachometer, speedometer there, tachometer there, fuel gauge, and oil pressure, and pressure vacuum there. Wow, look at that. Just every gauge you can imagine. And it's very, very cool. The seats, I think they're kind of Mustang-like, if I'm not mistaken, from memory. Got a compartment here, it looks like. Look at that. Wow. This looks like an ashtray, of course. You know you need your ashtray in your 60s cars, right? Of course you do. Super cool. And then look in the back. This is awesome. Look at the headliner number 1. Beautiful. But look at this. He's got a... That's actually a phone. It's a rotary phone, everyone. Now, we met at the Amelia. I have lots of videos from the Amelia, including the Concours. I show you every car, so check that out. But today's the Cars and Coffee. I'll be showing you those cars. Plus, I did Concours De Lemons. But I am so excited to get in and drive this first I will show you the trunk for storage. All right, let's see what sort of storage we have in the trunk. There you go. The owner says he can fit a large suitcase in there. Spare tires actually underneath here. And I think the owner Jack's gonna show you the beautiful pass-through there. Look at that. You get a pass-through, right? Oh, it's this way, okay. Look at this. Whoop, wow. So, you know, if you got something tall you want to store there or something like that, that's, yeah, reach in, there you go. And there you go. I don't know if we want it locked. There we go. It's closed and plenty of trunk storage. That means it's now time to fire it up, and I'll talk about the engine. Before we do that, notice the Florida 63 tag, the dual exhausts back there. And yeah, super clean, super great classic car. Okay, engine time. Studebaker 289 with 240 horsepower. What's it, a Carter 4-barrel carburetor? And this shielding here is so that it's fiberglass, just like the Corvettes of the era, and that's so it doesn't interfere with the radio. You can see everything's pretty easy to get to. Brakes, booster here, and really quite a powerful engine for 1963, in fact. And I'm super excited to get you out there and tell you how it feels to drive. So let's get going. So, behind the wheel, at last, of this beautiful 1963 Studebaker Avanti. It came out in 1962. To much fanfare, they had the pace car. I just want to tell you about how the brakes feel. Again, the first car with front disc brakes, first production car, so that's pretty cool. And as I said, much fanfare. There's Corvette of the era, but much fanfare. The pace car at Indianapolis was actually a convertible version. And Jack here, the owner, go ahead and grab this camera while I. Well, you and I, because, you know, how long have you had this car, Jack?
About 5 years.
So you've had it for a while. You take it to many shows. They're so unique. They're so different from everything else you see. And I think, you know, I hate to say this, but I think it's a love-hate sort of car, because some people find it so odd. It doesn't have a front grille because it was very innovative that the air flowed underneath and worked that way. And, you know, the front is interesting with just the two headlights, and the back is interesting with the big glass. I'm sure you love the shape. I actually love the shape too, but what do you think about that? What do you hear from people when you drive around?
Everywhere I go, everywhere I park this car, it draws a crowd every time. Either they know what it is and they haven't seen one in a long time, or they have no idea what it is and they want to know all about it. It's just a spectator car. People love it.
And so they thought that they were going to build, you know, Corvette. I think they sold like, what, 60,000 Corvettes that year, and they only sold at most a couple thousand of these in like a couple of years, right?
It was
from 62 and 63.
4,724 or something like that.
So 2 years they were producing these, and then they were going to start up again in 66, but they didn't. And then a couple of dealerships bought the rights to them, and so they kept making them through 2006. And those are called what, Avanti 2s and 3s?
Well, like I think the Avanti 2 was for a few years, and then they went out of business.
And I'll just say, you know, go ahead, Jack.
So Altman, and I can't remember his partner's name, they bought the rights, they bought the tooling. They created the Avanti 2, which was very similar to this car, so it had a Corvette drivetrain.
Wow.
And they lasted a few years, and they're out there. I see them all the time. They're very popular, very close to this. And then they went out of business, someone else picked it up, and they made, you know, big changes to it. So only the Avanti, the Studebaker Avanti and the Avanti 2 are just like this.
Wow. And looking out the back there as I drive it, what a unique, it's just a unique view all around, and really a good view all around. And you can open up these windows for a little bit of venting. Let's do that, because it's hot in here, isn't it?
Got a vent window.
Look at that. There's your air conditioning.
Well,
you have the back ones too, right?
Yep.
Look at that.
Vents in the front and back.
Awesome. So is this or is this not? You can go ahead and grab it from me again. Don't you think this is kind of an ultimate Florida cruiser in a way? It's so pretty.
It's a perfect Florida cruiser.
And
it's turquoise with an all turquoise interior. It just fits.
Listen to that. It's got, you know, it's got a manly 289 there, and they set it was the fastest production car because they set the record in this car on the Salt Lake Flats, right? And
Bonneville Salt Flats, 160 miles an hour.
So it's I think it was 170 actually, from what I read this morning. But it's got a grr, it's got a manly 289 engine, but yet it's so feminine. The turquoise. Women must love this car. They must, like, a lot of the ladies must want their picture with this car. Am I right?
Yes,
Jack?
They do.
Yeah.
Yes, they do.
I mean,
of all ages.
It's a pretty car. I want to see how this car handles. I'm going to turn it around right here, Jack. What do you think? I think I can make it. It's got a pretty big turning circle, I think, but I think we can make it right here. Let's see. Did I do it? Oh, I scared you, didn't I, Jack?
I'm never scared.
Admit it. You're scared.
I'm not
you gotta
scared.
be scared.
I'm never scared.
All right. Acceleration. Here we go. Wow, it's just got that fuss and that carburation, carburetor 4-barrel. You can feel the mechanical, and the brakes are actually very good. You know, I mean,
it drives straight. It brakes straight. It turns nicely. A change from back then. It does have radial tires.
But yeah, let me just say, go ahead and poke the camera at me while I tell you, I am. Oh, it's someone's calling. Look, show them the phone.
Police.
Show them the phone out back. We're speeding. Look at that. There's a rotary phone, kids. But anyway, it feels a lot more modern than I thought it would, Jack. I mean, I drive a lot of cars, and I'm trying to think of a car I can compare it to. Again, my uncle's Mustang. He always kept it in tip-top shape. 66, but that's a little later than this. You know, I've driven many different cars. The 68 Vincerini, which is a really fast car, in a sense. But this, you know, there's something about a car from the 60s, and this, to me, strikes the right balance of that 289 power. But here, I'm just cruising along. I'm not trying to, break any land speed records right now. And it's comfortable. It's sprung beautifully, softly. It just strikes a great balance between comfort and sportiness. And again, the 4 seats was something special back then because it was a very sporty car to have 4 seats. And you know, it's before the Mustang, this car, and all those other cars that came out, the pony cars, everything. After the Corvette, but again, Corvette 2 seats. So this was a sporty car with 4 seats, and just a very unique car. Styling-wise, it's unique, and also driving-wise, I think it's unique. I am absolutely struck by the actual drive of this car, and I have to say, I am impressed. This 1963 Studebaker Avanti, the originals. You know, you see many of the continuation cars, but this one, it is so incredible. And Jack, thank you so much for letting me review this great car of yours. I saw it and I was immediately struck and in love with it, and it has exceeded my expectations. Cars don't do that all the time. So there you go. I hope you will.
Thank you. Let's.
I hope you'll search any car in Drivin Ivan. Yeah, turn on the.
Let's make it a little bit more comfortable in here by turning on the air conditioning.
Look at that! Oh my God! Oh my God! That is, Jack. You know, I know why you did that. Because a 1963 air conditioner shouldn't be this good, right?
It's very cold, and we could turn on the AM, FM.
Oh no, don't do that, because that'll mess with our. If it's got music or something, it'll mess with us. But anyway, so yes, I am blown away, Jack, by this your beautiful 1963 Studebaker Avanti. So comfortable, huge steering wheel. I love the wood steering wheel, and wow,
289 fast. So there you have it. Search any car and Drivin Ivan. I hope you did hit the like button for me and subscribe. A lot of people that watch are not subscribed, so please do subscribe. It helps me with the algorithm. If you love this content, buy me a coffee. That would be greatly appreciated. Watch all of my Amelia Island related videos, the 2026 Concours De Lemons, the Concours De Lemons, probably get over and shoot a quick video on the Cars and Coffee this morning. But yes, and I reviewed a lot of cool cars lately, so check all those out. The Lotus Elan from the early 90s, the Renault Sport Spider, Ferrari A12 GTS coming up soon, all those car reviews. But search it, Drivin Ivan in any car. Watch the Beatles in London and Liverpool. That is on my IvanKatzProductions site. I see a real Beatle in that video. Talk about 1963. It's right before they came to America. But also Jim Morrison's Life and Death in Paris, Jimi Hendrix's Life and Death and Lady Friends in London. Watch all my videos where I play all the instruments and sing the songs like Hotel California, Stairway to Heaven, Should I Stay or Should I Go, Time Bomb by Rancid, a bunch of REM songs like Laughing, Losing My Religion, Southern Intentional Rain, Driver 8. After all, we are close to Georgia. Gotta mention REM. My INKvideo channel has a lot of solo acoustic stuff. And search What Does Drivin Ivan Drive to see my collection of cars. Free Your Mind, my original music video, has a lot of my guitar collection in it too. That was my COVID project. And even search Drivin Ivan in Austin Healey Sprite. You'll see my non-bug eye Sprite. I got a really cool Sprite there. And I have a midget too, the Sprigid cars. But yeah, I'm used to cars of this era, and this Studebaker Avanti 1963 is amazing. Thanks again, Jack. Wave goodbye to the people as we
Thank you, Ivan.
As we accelerate off with great philosophy and velocity into the beautiful Amelia Beach and Road. And yeah, we're just gonna go over here a little bit. I want them to hear the sound one more time. Thanks for watching. I'm Drivin Ivan.